Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Also welcome if you are new. So we are doing a refresh on our sunroom slash dog room. This room we did about a year ago, and I just have never felt like it felt finished or complete. It just has always felt off. But I'm excited because we are just refreshing it, adding to it, changing out some of the furniture, and I love the way this turned out. In the end, I think this is such a cozy room now and still definitely works for what we need it to work for. I have, like I said, new furniture coming in, a fun little DIY project. This room was an addition to the house, so it is actually not connected to our central air system and has a wall unit. So I'm going to be showing you how we decide to disguise the wall unit but keep it practical. As I'm sure you noticed, the dogs absolutely love this room. This is actually the room they stay in if we go anywhere, and that's why we call it the dog room. Plus, they eat in this room and everything. The dog food's out here, the bird food's out here. We enjoy this room also, but we're just not, well, we weren't. We're in this room a lot more now that it's complete, but before we just didn't spend a ton of time out here. Also, you see me moving everything. Bobby is still healing from his surgery the other week, so you will see him helping out throughout this video, but I tried to keep him away as much as possible, which isn't 100% possible. But this is us bringing in the new sofa. You can see Freya is already loving it, even though there is 0 cushions on it. I actually got this sofa from the same place as our living room furniture. It's from 25 Home. This is called the Sandwich Sectional, and it is beyond comfortable. Absolutely insane how comfortable this sectional is. My mom ended up coming over to help me do it because, once again, we were trying to keep Bobby away from lifting anything too heavy. So this is a module sectional, which basically just means you can get it in different configurations for your room. So we ended up getting the left-facing chaise sofa, but you can get different areas set up for you. I ended up deciding on this one for multiple reasons, but the biggest reason is in this room, like I said, this is where the dogs hang out the most, and it's the one room that I allow the dogs on the furniture. So this sofa is waterproof, scratch resistant, and the cushions all zip on and off. So it makes cleaning of this sofa a breeze. About you, something about you I like, about you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. This is also called the sandwich sofa because you can switch up how you set it up. So before I had it with the softer cushion on top, this has very high quality foam and feather filling, but you can see here you can change it for whoever likes to sit wherever. So if you like it really soft, you keep the soft one on top. If you like a firmer seat, you can do that. Great for families that have different wants and needs in a sofa. I can't tell you how many sofas we have looked at over the years, just between Bobby and I trying to decide, because one of us likes it more soft, one of it likes it more firm. So we're trying to find that like perfect in between comfort level. Also the different depths and stuff, like it can just be very overwhelming. So awesome to have this where you can customize one sofa for everyone in your family. If you are interested in the furniture, like I said, my family room furniture, and now this furniture is all from 25 Home Furniture, I will have a discount code in the description below. I've had the furniture in our family room for about a year now, and then obviously this stuff is new, but love this company. Will definitely work with them again in the future if I need more furniture because they're awesome. But here you can see I am doing a project for the dog food. I saw on Pinterest a while ago this, I think it was a dresser. It might have been a buffet that someone had turned into like a dog food feeding area. And I loved it because it was a nice piece of furniture, hid the food, hid everything. But I have not been able to find a piece of furniture that I could do that with. So I ended up going to Lowe's, getting these cabinets, and just a laminate countertop, and this works out so perfectly to hide their stuff but still have the accessibility that I need for the dog food and the bird food and all that stuff. I'm also sure you guys know if you have animals, like they have so many things between toys, and my dogs are like kids. I have to rotate their toys, otherwise they get bored. So that's why you see some of their toys in this cabinet, because every couple of weeks I rotate them and they're super excited because they're getting something new again. But then they have different cleaning stuff. I have shampoo when we're like giving them a full-on bath. We have dry shampoo for when they just need freshening up, but we're not getting them all wet. Medicine, treats, like so many different things. And now that we have the birds, I have the same situation. We have medicine for the birds. We have snacks for them and oyster shells and so many different things. I also love having this counter here because I feel like when we have barbecues and stuff, it's just somewhere a lot closer to our grill that I can do some food prep right next to the sliding glass doors right where the grill is. Now on this wall, I knew I wanted to get some curtains up. I feel like that's what this wall was missing. Not because I'm ever really going to shut the curtains. There's no need. It goes out into our backyard, so it's not a privacy thing. But I feel like curtains can be like that finishing accessory on a room that often is needed. So I was making sure to hang this as close to the ceiling as possible, especially since these are lower ceilings than any other ceiling in our house, and that just makes it feel larger. And when you're looking at curtains, you always want to try and have the width of them be double the width of the window. That's going to give it a nice full look to it. So that is what I am doing here. I did not have any toilet paper rolls to do that trick, but I think it's okay. I think in the end it looks really, really nice, and I don't know if I'll worry about it. If you don't know what the toilet paper roll trick is, it's just you cut them into halves or thirds, and it gives you that perfect pleated look every time, because when you slide it, it's that perfect little spacer. Always works so well. Also, I know these curtains do not go all the way to the ground, but since they're hidden behind furniture, it didn't bother me. I wasn't going to go spend money on new curtains when I already had these on hand. I ended up needing Xander to come outside and help me again with this furniture. Because it is the two pieces, I just needed help lifting it up. That way I could adjust this rug that was getting pushed all over the place. This is an interior-exterior rug. I put this out here because the dogs come in and out from going to the bathroom. This also room is right by our pool area. So these rugs, I actually have an identical one in our bedroom in just a different color. They're great. They give you that coziness that you want from a rug, but they also are super easy to clean.
Sing for me, darling, it's been quiet for a day now. Can't bear the silence inside my own head. I keep on hoping somehow we can make this alright.
The wolf picture obviously is a must to stay out here. If you watched last time, we freshened up this room. We call it our Wisconsin room or our dog room. Bobby loves wolves. He loves cozy. So that was kind of our thought when we first did this. And I feel like I kept that feeling without changing it too much. Here you can see Bobby overextending. I did not ask him to cut this. I was going to cut it, but he just cut it for me. And yeah, he overextended a little bit. Also, when you saw the ducks running around, it's because they wanted food. They're so funny. They have such a personality of a dog. They tell you when they're hungry, when they're happy. They'll come over and say hi. I absolutely love it. But this pallet actually was what the new furniture from 25 Home Furniture was delivered on. And I fell in love with the idea of using it as art in this room, which I know can sound weird, but I want to do something similar to this anyway, and this was free. You can be so creative if you just take your time sometimes. It's so easy to move somewhere and just want to have everything done at once, but I feel like most people need to live in a space for a while before really understanding what they want. So I knew I hated the look of this AC unit on the wall. Absolutely hated it. Also, it's not centered, which always bugs me. I am big into symmetry, and this was not symmetrical. So I had Bobby, as you could see, he cut the pallet in half, and then we were hanging anchors on the wall to hold the pallets. I'm also always taking advantage when we're doing stuff to get something clean. So I took the vent cover and filter out and I cleaned that while Bobby was doing this. And then obviously just came out with a vacuum to give it a quick dusting. We try and stay on top of this, but like I said, taking advantage of it as much as possible. At this point, Bobby was just marking where the AC hit. That way he could notch it out and it would sit flush against the wall. And then I had to figure out where he was going to put the next anchors. So just trying to, like I said, I have a thing about symmetry. So I was trying to figure out how to make sure this stayed symmetrical on the wall. I think that was the biggest reason why this wall was bothering me, because it wasn't just building one piece to go on the wall. I knew I had to build a piece, two pieces to keep it symmetrical. This is also a project that I'm sure for many of you, you're like, what are you thinking right now? I promise it ends up looking really cool in the end. A lot of times things I do can look like, what is she thinking? But I promise it comes together in the end. I promise, because this looks off center, not off center, but uneven and everything. But that didn't bother me because I knew what I was doing. I had a vision of what I was doing, and I knew it wouldn't bother me in the end. But once we got everything bracketed and figured out, I wanted to do just a little bit of stain on the front. I'm not doing the whole piece because I liked the rustic look, but I wanted the front to have a little bit more, I don't know what to call it, just like a more even look to it, but I didn't want to fully do the whole piece. I liked the raw rustic wood look of it all. Also, this little stain sponge thing made life so much easier. If you've been following for a while, you have seen me just use rags all the time to put on the stain. Oh my goodness. This was so much easier, so much cleaner. I will definitely be using this more often than just the rag. I also felt like it went on more even. Yeah, really, really like this. I believe this is just the classic gray stain. I like it because it's not yellowing, but it's not like super gray. It looks grayer on camera. This is a color that I've used a lot in the house because I feel like it shows the natural color of the wood, but modernizes it with that little bit of gray tint to it. But after I was done staining, Bobby and I went to Hobby Lobby because I needed to get some fake plants to go on top of here. I didn't get a ton of plants because a lot of these pieces were a little bit more expensive. And I actually had found that on Amazon, you could get fake succulent like sets. I ordered one, what was it, 80 pieces for $50. So much cheaper than Hobby Lobby. However, they're the more typical pieces. So when I went to Hobby Lobby, I was able to find these garlands, which I knew I wanted for the layering look to give it some filler, but also that lengthening of the plants. And then just some other pieces that were a little bit more unique that I couldn't just find on Amazon.
But I told you so.
That first part was definitely the easy part. I knew exactly where I wanted to put those garlands. But this is the part that takes a while because it's a lot of like stepping back and looking and trying to, like, you want it to be even but not identical. So it was a lot of like, okay, if this one goes high, I'll have this one go low, and just playing with it all. One of the things though, these lights, they are lights, are my favorite ad, and Bobby actually found these. They're battery operated, but they're on a timer, so I think they're like that 6 hours on and then the rest off, and they turn on at the same time every single day. They're so pretty at night when sitting in this room and just having that glow. You don't need any other lights on, just that glow is so nice. I did not go like all over with it. I just wanted to have it kind of throughout it. I do have night shots later that I'll share with you because I don't know, I think it is absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, you don't see this piece completely done on this day because I'm doing this voiceover and still don't have my plants from Amazon yet. But I'll either share finishing this up in a different video, or I will at least share the finished product later. But you get a really good feel of it, and even though it's not completed, I still absolutely love the way it looks.
But I told you so.
Also, I know a lot of times stuff like this can be really overwhelming for people. If you're someone that's having a hard time visualizing something like this, I highly recommend taking photos. Photos can make a huge difference. Oh, I also ended up putting some bugs in it. just some butterflies and some flying dragons or dragonflies. My mom always called them flying dragons. Just another thing that I thought was really fun. We're trying to keep that like very cozy, natural, woody feeling in this room, and I feel like this is definitely a nice pop of color, but keeping it cozy and everything like that. But what I was saying, take pictures. Pictures can make a huge difference when you're doing anything, because sometimes when you're looking at it with your eyes, you go like decor blind. But when you take a picture of it and look back at that picture, it can make a huge difference. Plus, then you always have the bonus of sending it to family and friends and be like, okay, I feel like something's missing. Tell me what's missing. Alright, now I'm just adding some finishing pieces. I ended up taking, I did a lot of shopping my house. One, because I decorated for fall, I had a lot of decor pieces that I wasn't using currently, and it makes way more sense to shop your house than to go shopping for new stuff when you're not 100% sure what you want. So, did a lot of shopping my house. The blanket was that one currently in here? No, that was in the family room. The pillows are from my bedroom, and then you're going to see me grabbing some greenery pieces and adding those. These lamps were already out here, and the diffuser was already out here, but so much nicer and money savings if you can shop your home. And then if you have to replace those pieces, that's fine, but you at least have an idea because you've already been using them. So my thought was, since this is the room that the dogs hang out in and everything, I would replace the pillows on my bed and get new pillows for my room rather than buying new pillows for this room where the dogs hang out as much. And then I ended up getting these sheer curtains to go back on this side. So the curtains that are by the sofa were originally over here by the sliding glass door, and I swapped those and then got shears. That way more of the light can come through that sliding glass door rather than the other ones that were a thicker material and less light showed through. But now for the fun part, we're going to show you all the befores and afters. And then at the end, I'm also going to do a walkthrough with you guys, and I have some questions. So make sure you watch, and I hope you guys can help me out with some of those questions. So I want to do a quick walkthrough of this room, kind of show you everything, starting over here for the dog / pet stuff. So we got the cabinets from Lowe's. I need your help though, because I'm not sure if I want to paint it, if I want to stain it, or if I just want to clear coat it. So that's why I haven't done anything with it. This also, we don't have this hard attach because if we ever sell this house, this is a piece that I would love to take with us. But yeah, cabinets from Lowe's. It's just a, what are they called? Laminate countertop. But it works out here, but it's great because it holds all the animal stuff. The drawers work well. This cabinet holds the dog food, the bird food, their little brush vacuum we have. And then whenever we feed the dogs, they eat right out of...
Yeah. Here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't want to fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more. No.
Make this look nicer. But for now, that works. And it's a great way to have all their stuff in here and it not look nearly as messy and cluttered and everything. This chair was in here before. And then love this sofa. This sofa is become our kids' favorite area to come and relax. So this is great. I love that it's waterproof and scratch resistant and it's super easy to clean since this is the room also where the dogs come in and hang out. So just amazing. I am obsessed with that. Just hung some curtains because I just felt like I liked this room, but I never felt like it felt completed. And I feel like now it feels cozy and relaxing. Love the way our little pallet art turned out to hide the AC unit. Because it's pallets and everything, the air can still come through. And I do have more plants coming. I got all of this from Hobby Lobby. And it was expensive. So I just picked some more of the bigger and unique pieces. Like this succulent is just gorgeous. But the rest is coming from Amazon. They had like an 80 pack for $50, which price-wise compared to Hobby Lobby, way cheaper. So I got a couple from Hobby Lobby, but to really fill it up, I got that coming in a couple days, I think. We'll see. Got the fireplace in the corner. This is more just for ambiance, but also in the winter, this room does not have heat, so this is a good heat source in here. And yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I did also, these curtains were originally over here, but I liked them over here more, which is why I moved them. Sorry, the lighting in this room is weird because there's so many giant windows. And I just wanted something to soften this wall with it all being glass and everything. So, but yeah, a lot of this stuff was shopped in the house. That wreath was originally in the kitchen. The greenery here was throughout the house. I'm going to end up buying new pillows for our bed. My mom actually said, "Why are you buying new pillows for this couch? Buy them for your room because they'll stay in better shape and then you get to enjoy the new pillows." And she was right, because I love these pillows and I love them out here, but if I'm going to buy new pillows, might as well buy them for my room and not the sofa that the kids jump all over and the dogs sleep on and all of that. Just have my diffuser over here, just little blanket on the end. But yeah, absolutely obsessed with the way this room turned out. I do have to end up cleaning that paint stuff today. The only thing I have left to do, like I said, I need your opinion on this. And I'm going to be, we talked about retiling this area. But there's really no reason to retile it because I just want it white. So I bought tile paint, but I'm going to have to remove the grout, re-grout it, because as you can see, like, the grout's come up in a lot of the areas already. and then tile paint it. But it doesn't really bother me right now, which is why I haven't touched it. But yeah, there it is, all complete. I love it. Like I said, it's so much cozier. All of this lit up at night is beautiful. It's exactly what I wanted. And these lights are on timers, so they go on for 6 hours and then off the rest. So those will automatically turn on at night and just be a nice little ambiance glow in this room.